Ludicrous Feed is proudly sponsored by Hankook Tyre, Driving Emotion, and Carloop, data to empower Australia's EV revolution. Hey everyone, I'm Tom, this is Joy.
Hello.
And welcome to the Deepal E07 Multitruck launch and drive day. Very much looking forward to it. Let's go check it out. Alright, so I've got Joy in the driver's seat driving us around the north of Sydney on this drive day. Enjoying yourself there, Joy?
I am. Firstly, it's nice to be actually controlling the vehicle, so that's already a big plus. But this is a really lovely car to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. And shout out to Danny behind us as well. Thanks, Danny, for joining us on the drive. Let's show the road and the screen and so on. There it is there. So you can see the setup here. You've got the center screen.
Now it's picked up a 60 somewhere. Is that actually a 60? Yes, it is.
Yeah, there is a 60, yep. So it does pick up speed signs. No instrument cluster screen, but there is a nice big head-up display as well for you to look at.
Yes, and it's one of the better ones because I'm not always a fan of the head-up display, but this is one that I'm like, yes, this is actually super useful, and I can see it clearly.
You just see me swipe the screen down to turn the volume down. I couldn't find an easy way to do that apart from doing that.
But as the driver, I can up and down this way to do volume. 40 now, but it's not school zone time, so I'm good.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the red rust interior? I actually quite like it. If you're going to go drive this car, which is different anyway, you might as well go all out just to get a different interior too. That's my opinion. You can see the inside looks very Deepal-like. We've driven the Deepal E07 a couple of times on the channel, so it's very familiar. Nice big center storage area with double French door style design. Massive understorage here as well with a deep lip, so really good versatility.
It's 80 now.
Oh yeah.
I had the courtesy to let you guys know.
So we are driving in the all-wheel drive powertrain vehicle.
Yes, which is why I had the courtesy to let them know, because this can do 0 to 100 in, was it 3.7? 3.9?
Yeah. Yep.
That is fast.
There's a little camera here which you can block if you don't want to be recorded. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is also coming, not for this particular car just yet, but they're just waiting on certification, but apparently it is coming.
Within like this month,
yep.
So very, very soon.
Yes. Nice big panoramic glass roof with a sunshade. I shouldn't say sunroof, it's a moonroof. And then at the back, which we'll have a look at during the walk around. So. All right, so back onto another part of the old Pacific Highway, I guess. We'll touch base shortly. Okay, so we are stopped at Jerry's Cafe, a famous pit stop / service station on the Central Coast. You can see all the E07s lined up. It's the who's who of the auto journalists and media to witness the launch of the E07. Alrighty, so it's my turn to drive, and I just want to go through the custom settings for you guys here so we can play with this. So let's go strong power type, let's go strong energy recovery, let's go heavy power steering, let's go sport, let's just amp it up, hey. Self-adaptation, suspension height, and suspension strength.
If you're going to do all of that, why don't you just stay in sport mode? But I guess you want to show.
Absolutely sure.
You want to show what all the settings are.
Let's just amp everything up to the max. All right. Let's go to, we've got 75% range. We're going to drive on. Let's go to Apple CarPlay. All right, let's do it. Hour 14, all right. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so quick drive impressions. This is a winding road. Top speed 80. I think I went at 100 earlier because the speed limit was 100, but now it's 80. I'm shocked. A bit of a plot twist. The suspension is actually a lot floatier than I expected.
It depends on the road though, because I think the road that I was doing, it wasn't as noticeable, isn't it? But now that you're on this kind of like super windy road, it is very noticeable. I
mean, you would think, I've driven this kind of road in like other performance type vehicles that are all-wheel drive. It's a lot tighter, a lot firmer, but this car is quite bouncy, quite floaty. Interesting. But the noise insulation is good, not really hearing much coming in. Yeah.
And I really did like the sound system.
Yeah. Okay, we're just coming up to a hairpin turn here. Well, semi-hairpin. Take this gently for the comfort of my passengers. Don't make anybody too car sick. I guess if you go slow enough, it's alright. Turned all the lane keeping stuff off. It was really doing my head in on these twisty roads.
Yeah, and especially because like when I was in the driver's seat, I was trying to avoid potholes, and it would tell me off every time I avoided a pothole.
Yeah. I still feel it fighting the car a little bit, but not too bad now with the lane keeping stuff off.
Fighting the car, or the car's fighting you?
I'm sorry, the car's fighting me. I'm not on self-driving mode. Not yet. I wonder if Chang'an's doing something like that. I'm sure they all are.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
They all are.
Yeah. All right, descending into this gorge. We must be driving at a reasonable pace because no one is behind me in terms of the convoy. No one's in front of us, so we've got a lot of free air in front of us and behind us.
Yeah, it's interesting because this is another all-wheel drive, isn't it?
Yes.
And we've taken a similar road like this in another all-wheel drive vehicle, and it felt super like rock grippy.
Mm-hmm.
What would you feel like? What would you say about this?
Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. Like
Interesting.
we've done. Look, I'll just name it.
Very
We did the Tesla Model Y the all-wheel drive, version, long range, in similar conditions to this, up in our area, the Northern Beaches.
Yep.
Twisty roads, solid as a rock, grippy, felt like a lizard. This one, no, it feels like a water balloon being thrown around a little bit. I'll be honest. Yeah, it felt like that. Well, it feels like that right now. All right, let's go a bit faster at 80. And these are on 21-inch tires. What would they say? Diamond cut rims. Pretty impressive. So we'll do our best not to scratch any of those on our drive. Alright, so here's our chance to take the racing line. I'll try and stick to the speed limit, of course. It's a bit easier uphill, isn't it? It's always
And so
tough
does that
downhill.
change how you feel about the grip then?
I mean, I'm going pretty slow, 60. But yeah, uphill is a bit more stable.
But interesting, isn't it? Like for an all-wheel drive, you would have expected maybe a little bit better?
See, like, it's quite a bit of roll going through this turn.
Yeah, and see, I would feel like I need to brake more.
And then I'm still fighting the steering wheel with the lane keeping, even though I've turned it off already.
And you're in, as I saw at the start, as you showed, you're in sport mode for everything.
Yeah, everything's as tight as it could be. Tight as, bro. Alright, so we are off the Old Pacific Highway. We're just in an urban, built-up area. You know, on these flat roads, no problem at all. The suspension is fine. Let's make this turn here. Indicator noise is a bit soft. I'll have to see whether I can turn it up a little bit. You can barely hear it. Okay, turning out. Still a bit of roll.
Head southeast on Brown Street towards Matheson Street, then turn left onto Matheson Street.
Okay.
Turn left onto Matheson Street.
We did.
In 300 meters, turn left onto Keelendy Road.
Will do. Yeah, so, you know, very pleasant drive. Had good feedback so far from my passengers, enjoying themselves.
Turn left onto Keelendy Road, then turn right onto Wallumbie Road.
Stop
Better come to a full
complete
stop, wheels stopped.
Turn right onto Wallumbie
Limit
Road.
of the law. All good. We'll test the acceleration on these
Head
roads.
north on Matheson Street towards Lochinvar Street. Continue on Matheson Street for 800 meters.
Nice. Okay, so we're about how far? 17 minutes away from lunch, so I'm looking forward to that. Good timing by the Inchcape team. So we'll touch base once we get to lunch. Alright, so it's almost lunchtime, and I wanted to show you guys the trip efficiency stats.
But this screen is facing Tom, so...
And the driver.
I think it's true, but hey. Oops, a bit too much to me.
Yeah.
There we go, that's better for filming.
Go further, right?
I could. Do you want me to do
Yeah,
it?
go.
I'll go all the way over to me.
Yeah,
and
live
then,
life.
And then I can...
Now I can barely see it. Okay, well...
But we can here.
What, do you want to walk through the efficiency then? Okay, go.
Oh no, it's gone. It's well, actually, that's still much lower than I would expect for a car this size and how we've been driving. But I think we realised that, and it's all-wheel drive as well. But we worked out that it's perhaps because we are driving to the Hunter Valley. And clearly the elevation difference is probably what's contributing to that amazing stat. So it'll be interesting to see what that is.
It's climbing already, 16s. You can actually see what's been happening. So let's have a look all the way down here to like a truer figure. For example, like total trip, 1,000 kilometers. So that's a pretty good sample size. 20.8. So that's not too bad for an all drive car this size. For an 89.98 kilowatt hour battery, you're looking at about 450 k's of range in total. So again, not too bad. Still pretty respectful.
600 meters, turn right.
I mean, perhaps if you
Wilderness
fully
Road.
loaded it with everything, as much as you could in the massive. Now, what do they call it? Extension space? There was a term for it. There was like the front. I've forgotten already.
Yeah, it's the business up the front, party out the back, isn't it? This car.
Yeah.
Turn right onto Wilderness Road.
But still, like decent numbers.
Yeah, not too bad. Even if you got to 22s, 23s, it's still, I think, quite respectable.
Yeah.
Yay, off-roading. Kicking up the dirt. See, now the suspension feels tight. I'm not going too fast though. Look at all this dirt. And we are here at lunch. Hooray. There's Riz.
So we do have something special under here. So if we pull the brick, pull it back and show something a little bit more interesting. Harrison, are you ready? Yeah. We'll peel it back. So someone asked me earlier on, do we not have a bold colour? I told them to just hold fire. We'll show something a little bit later. So any of the guys who did come to training with us earlier in the year might have seen one go down a production line, but this colour is called Spessartite Orange and is now available as well to order and take home. So yeah, very, very special colour. And you can pair it with the orange interior if you wish. We've done black. There are a few orange coming that our dealer would love to bring in. Make a hell of a show car on the showroom floor. Yeah, please have a look around.
Alright, so we've had lunch, feeling full, feeling good. Thank you to Deepal and Inchcape Australia again for filling us up with food. So let's do a walk around of the car now. So we've got two variants on offer, rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive performance. 252 kilowatts for the rear-wheel drive, 440 kilowatts for the all-wheel drive, and 0 to 100 3.96 seconds for the all-wheel drive. That's insane. Such a quick car. And the rear-wheel drive, which is this one in front of us, 6.7 seconds. And WLTP, they're saying anywhere between 510 and 550. Both have an 89.98 kilowatt hour NMC lithium ternary lithium battery. I guess the only downside is that the maximum AC charging rate is 7 kilowatts for both cars. So it would be nice if it was 11, but 7 kilowatts it is for AC, but luckily it is 800 volt architecture, so you can charge up to 240 kilowatts apparently. And the spec sheet says 30 to 80% in 15 minutes, so yeah, on par with other 800 volt cars. Yeah, that is the Deepal E07. Of course, we'll take it on a real world test drive when we get a loan of this vehicle, I guess, either later this year or next year, we'll see. So looking forward to seeing that on the local drives that we do around town. What's your favourite colour so far?
My favourite colour? The green. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I know yours. You've said it repeatedly.
I know. I still like the silver, like this,
Yeah.
you know, the Cybertruck look.
Nah, see, for me, well, and that's why I don't like the silver, because it looks like a Cybertruck copy when I think this car is actually, dare I say it, a lot better.
Yeah. Well, I figured if you're going to go all out in this car, which is, you know, it's a different vehicle, right? There's nothing like it on the market.
I mean, I have to say, I'm probably not a fan of the black. I would actually maybe even go the white over the black.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of black cars. Just from a cleanliness point of view, they tend to get dirty very quickly.
Yep.
At least visibly dirty anyway. So they keep telling us these are like diamond cut wheels, these rims.
Yep.
21-inch Pilot Sport Michelins. Big chunky wheels. Roof rails. You see, okay, looking at this just in solo, right, you couldn't really tell it's a big car. It looks like a long SUV almost. So from that point of view, you know, it's hiding its versatility quite well, I think.
Yeah, it's deceptive because it doesn't come across on camera how long it is actually in real life.
Yeah.
But then, Tom, if you just rock up closer to the car, maybe you get a better sense of perspective. Yeah, see, now that you're there, now you realise how big it is.
5 meters long.
Yep. It's like, am I standing really far away from something big or closer to something small? And now you can see I'm standing far away from something big. Yep.
Okay. Oh, look at that. See how it lifts up?
Has that got a really clever way of doing both?
No, it's just the old school flaps. And just shut it like that. Okay, so this is where the fun begins, right?
Yes.
It's like business up the front, then party out the back.
And this is cool. This is something that no other car can do at the moment, I think.
This is the defining feature of this vehicle.
Yes.
It makes it look so versatile, right?
Yep.
So there's a button here just to open the glass portion here. And by the way, this is all glass. From the inside, it looks clear. From
It's
the
very
outside,
Knight Rider, isn't it?
It is. It's so tinted that it looks all black, right?
Yep.
So that's quite deceptive as well. And inside is quite versatile. So let me show you how to open this back. So you've got that close button shuts everything off. Then this one basically opens everything else. So let's push that one.
Yep, and I'll get out of the way.
Yes. And this is quite a strong, what's it called? Tailgate.
Yep.
Tailgate. So you can sit on it, no problem.
Yep, we can both sit on it, in fact. Yep.
But inside is quite cool. I'm going to keep opening this. So you just hang on to it. Okay, double tap. So double tap slides it all the way out. Okay, and then I'll just show you all the stuff first. So this is cool. Little hooks here. 10 kilogram each.
That's impressive, 10 kilograms each.
Each, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's also V2L here. Let me see. That's one. Okay, so there we go. We've got AC, 3-point charging port, and then a 12-volt charging as well.
And what's the one next to it?
It's like European standard, I think, or American standard.
Interesting.
I think it's American.
So you could have, interesting.
It says here 3.5 kilowatts all up. Although I read in the specs 6.6 V2L kilowatts. So. Some more hooks there.
Yep.
And if you want more space, have a look. There's a button there you can push. So
can you just double check that there
Yeah, I'll
isn't
just
anything
check.
in the second
Good
row
point.
before I do so?
Yep, we are
Safety
clear in the
first,
second row.
safety first.
We are good to go.
Okay. Hang on.
Oh, you lifted the front seat, right?
yeah,
a bit,
yeah.
and then this one folds down.
Hang on.
That's clever, isn't it?
I'm catching this.
Let's come around here.
Yeah, it's slow, so I've got time to
you
come
got time.
around. I've got time to come around.
Yeah, you can see how the second row goes
It's
forward.
dramatically very slow.
What's cool is that divider goes down too electronically.
I mean, some cars, they just kind of plonk down, isn't it? But
Yeah.
this one gives you lots of warning.
It's slow, but hey, you know what? It's fine because you make sure everyone's clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you want it all back again, let's do that. Let's shut everything up. So let's close.
Let me come.
Oh yeah,
come
that
back
button
over.
is the top button I pressed. The divider goes up. That was a bit faster. And the seats come
I think it's still dramatically slow for the seats.
for effect.
Here they come. Look, I'm going to come around again because why not?
It's like two people going like this.
It's like synchronized swimming.
What do you think about this rust colour?
It's growing on me.
Yeah, I liked it straight away. And then armrest down there. Oh, and then the seats come back down. And the glass, this glass came up as well.
And the glass can be controlled.
It can. It can, it really can. It's quite a nice pad actually. So I think it's this one. This is the divider.
Hang on. Okay,
Yep,
so so I guess you show there
Yep.
and I'll quickly spin around.
Yep.
Because I think I've got to be quick for this one.
That's
Did I
super
catch
quick.
it?
And then
Yeah.
I can shut it again. Zoop. And then this is, I think this is for the screen. Let's have a look. Oh.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, yes, that's right. It goes backwards.
So if they get
Yes.
if they get bothered by whoever's in the second row, if they're like, there's too much sun, they can shut it off. Or if they're like, it's too dark here, then they can open it up themselves.
course, you can-
Whoever is in the back row.
You don't have to shut it all the way. You can sort of stop halfway like
Yep. Oh, and when I said whoever's in the back row, but if you don't want them controlling it, I do believe there was the option to switch off the
Screen.
controls, wasn't it? Yes.
Because it wasn't working initially. We had to turn,
Yes.
turn that lock off. There you go, second row. Looks very comfortable, and it is reasonably comfortable, I think. Yeah. There you go. And you've seen the front row enough. We went through it during the drive.
I'm going to join you.
I guess the question is, as a married couple with kids, the question remains, is this a versatile enough family car?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a sizing thing, isn't it? Like, because it's a little bit bigger than your normal sort of family size, well, mid-size SUV, which I guess is kind of like the bulk of the market, isn't it? And when you're getting to 5 meters, isn't it, that this one is, then it's like you've got that extra space, but you don't get 2 extra seats for that. I mean, you get plenty of room for whatever it is you want to do, and the versatility of the tailgate being able to go like up and down, and it can be a covered load or it can be an open load, so you've got that as well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the option of you know, 7 seats.
No, that's right. No 7 seats, but it's certainly for a family who, I don't know, because I'm just trying to think of a situation where you buy this over a ute. Maybe if you really want to cover your load, or you only have the need for this much load like once a week or very rarely, but you still want the comfort of an SUV. So I'm just trying to think of a use case scenario, which I'm sure will present itself over time. But certainly the Deepal team have marketed this as a very special vehicle, very unique car.
But I think if you run a business, I think this would be a great investment for for being able to carry whatever it is that you need to carry
That's
around
true.
if you're driving. Yeah.
Musicians carry their instruments.
Yeah, actually, that's true. You could fit a whole drum kit.
Or stuff that needs to be covered, like really sensitive stuff, as opposed to being
Yeah, that
exposed
you don't want
to
to
the
throw
load, exposed to the
around
elements.
in a ute,
Yeah.
like instruments or like maybe just
Cooking.
tools that you don't want to expose to the elements that are a bit more, maybe like with electrical parts or something. Yeah, like camera gear or things like that. All your tripods, and if you've got like big cameras and things, but maybe they don't fit in this area, but you want to have it up the back, but you don't want to have it exposed to the elements. So.
Yeah, temperature and
Yes,
climate
that's the thing.
specific, or
Climate
sensitive, I should say.
specific. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. And for 64,000 versus 70-odd thousand for all-wheel drive, that's not too expensive. For this kind of level of comfort and utility, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think they priced it reasonably well, actually. Okay, and then when it's time to shut up shop, it's just literally a one-button close. So let's just press that, and boom, it'll just shut everything up. Cover your load, make everything secure. All very safe, I think. You would hope. The glass goes up. And it's so private. It's all tinted, so nobody can see inside.
Yeah.
And that's important, right? And again, it looks like just a long SUV. No one is really too much the wiser, I think. Oh, here's the green one. It's just popped up next to us. That's your favorite color,
That's
right?
my favourite colour of what they've got here.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's the silver one over there.
It's like a nice kind of like camo green, but in a nice way. Not like the yellowy part of the camo, but like a muted kind of green.
I feel like the black one's really private, right? Because the black paint matches the glass, tinted glass. Whereas
I think the green brings the shape of the car out.
yeah, the green brings out the tint a bit more. And certainly the silver you can see. You can see the back a bit more prominent. Very interesting. Watch this,
Okay.
soft closed
So
doors.
even if someone doesn't quite close it properly, so you never have to worry and go, you didn't shut the door properly, do it again.
I don't know why I find that so hypnotic. I love it. Any car that does that, I just find that so cool. It just sucks itself in like that.
Yep.
All right, let's have a look at the front storage, aka Frunk, aka bonnet.
It's massive.
It's huge.
It's actually a lot bigger than the ones in other vehicles. Yeah.
Even the S07 was quite big too, so that's what they're known for, which is good.
Although interestingly, max 35 kilos. I would have actually expected it to be more than that, considering how big it is. But yeah, I mean, I guess.
No, it's still
Better
very
safe.
usable.
Yeah, very, very usable.
Here's the orange variant here. And to be honest with you, the interior with the black now starts to look more like the S07 on the inside.
I do like the sort of orange stitching on the black, because it actually does so much to break it up.
Yep.
And it's not black. It's like a charcoal interior, I would call it.
Let's have a look inside because we haven't seen the front row yet. Just wanted to show you the really deep, oh, by the way, there's powered seat controls here.
Including the massage.
Yeah. But look how deep that storage is here, that front row storage.
So yeah, definitely good to put bags or take away.
And, then
And it's not going to slide around. I love it when it's
Yeah.
got this. Yep.
big, deep lip. And then you've got USB A and C charging here as well. There we are.
And this is ventilated both sides?
Just the one.
No, just the one side ventilated. Interesting, it's on this side, isn't it?
Yeah, so...
Hasn't sort of flipped for right-hand drive.
No. But have a look at this. So this little bit here, you can actually slip it in there, so it stays there. It's got this extra lip to keep your phone in place. Okay, so lunch is done, and we are heading back to Sydney for the final drive on the highway. So give our thoughts then. But thank you again to Inchcape Deepal for hosting us for lunch. See you on the highway.
Turn right onto Wilderness Road.
Alrighty, so we are just on the road back to Sydney. We're actually in a rear-wheel drive variant this time. And initially I thought just through all the winding roads again, I thought, oh, the suspension is bouncing again. But what we've discovered is if we switch it to drive control, and if we switch it to medium at least, because we've been having it on self-adaptation, right? Just testing out the adaptive air suspension. It was actually trying to correct itself a lot of the time, I think. That's what led to those nauseating problems we had earlier. But we've now set it to medium all the time, so it's a bit firmer, and it's more predictable, I think, in the height.
Yeah. It's a much nicer ride for us personally, anyway. So what I liken it to is, like, you know, with the TVs, sometimes you can have like the kind of like motion smoothing or something. You can sort of add different settings to it, but sometimes it kind of makes it a bit like artificially blurry almost. So yeah, I prefer, I guess, my vision when I'm watching the TV on normal. And I guess for cars too, just standard medium suspension. Yeah.
So just a tip, yeah, I mean, I think try it out if you drive this car, try self-adaptation. But I think for these winding roads, yeah, they just either medium or high, just leave it as one setting. I think it'll be okay.
Perhaps like if it's like more, you know, beautiful kind of urban roads which are all smooth,
Yeah.
or a highway, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
Like a motorway, like a nicely, you know, laid
Sealed
out
road.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the suspension definitely has firmed up, so I'm happier now.
Yes, it like goes up and down like how I would expect it to go up and down on a road like this. It's more predictable for my human brain, and therefore it's more comfortable, I guess.
Alright, so we get to drive a little bit at 100 kph on a single lane road. Suspension is definitely firmed up on a medium setting.
Yeah, much more pleasant.
With the potholes. Yeah, much better. So, self-adaptation, no good.
Well, not for this type of road.
No.
Maybe urban driving.
Alright, so we are back on the motorway. Let's put IACC on, double tap the right stalk. There you go. Probably can't see it as well on the main screen, but on the HUD, head-up display, you can see it. So it even got auto lane change, so let's see whether it gets around this truck in good time. Okay, it's good, and it's pretty slow, but got there. You can see on my head-up display the indicators going on, and then there's a little icon or little visualization showing that yes, the lane is clear, and then I was able to go. And then hopefully we'll get up to speed, up to 110, which is the max speed for this IACC portion. You can see the steering wheel there, which means that it is on IACC. Yeah, it's been working pretty well on the motorway. I must say, having switched the suspension on to medium, just the standard setting without the adaptive stuff, it's actually firmed up quite nicely. So I guess I take back all I said about the suspension earlier on in the video, because I didn't realize that the adaptive stuff was making us a bit nauseated on the winding roads. But I guess it's been a good test, right? With and without.
I'm actually kind of curious to put it back on this kind of road to see whether that.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I will.
Let's do it.
Actually. No, I did probably have to drive control.
Yep. Yeah, so customize comfort.
Oh, that's right. And okay, so think about this. This whole thing is not a button. You actually have to press this tiny bit in the corner, which. Here we go. Back to self-adaptation. Let's see whether it's
Yeah. See whether it's bouncing, just trying to correct itself. We'll see. I'm surprised this ute is going so slow. I guess it's following another car that's slow. Let's see if I can get ahead a bit. If you go too slow on this road, it's actually hairy, and everyone zips past you really quickly. And the auto lane change is always super quick, as you saw. So let's try once the red car gets in front of me, and then see whether we can change lanes really slowly. See, I do not like that.
No.
I really don't like that. It's not just Deepal, but other cars do it too, where it cancels itself halfway through the lane change. Freaks me out and other cars as well, so I'm quite adamant that needs to be fixed. Oh. See, again, it's fighting me for that lane change. Okay, back on this. Switch it back to 110.
To be fair, I wasn't, like when I was driving, I wasn't driving on roads where it was probably super suitable, but I spent all of like a couple of minutes on it, and I knew, like, yeah, I'm going to be driving. I'm not going to be using any of these features.
Okay, so if I don't auto lane change, it's probably okay. Just sort of take the curves reasonably well. And the less hands here, just to be sure, does slow down on the curve.
Braking, yeah, it's braking.
Yeah, it slows on the curve. There is a car next to me.
It wasn't just slowing on the curve. It was actually braking as well.
We'll try the next curve. Just test it. Yeah, cancelling a lane change halfway through an auto lane change is frightening. I just do not like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens with no one around me. Let's see what happens. Does it slow down? Okay, it's not too bad. Kept its speed that time.
So I guess on a very open highway, when you've got sort of like 200 kilometers, 3 hours or something, and there's not that many cars, then I think it'll probably work reasonably well. But once you get into a more built-up area, and there's multiple lanes of traffic, and cars or trucks going in the left lane much slower, and cars in the right lane going much quicker, I personally definitely wouldn't use auto lane change, and may not even use what does the I stand for? Intelligent Adaptive Cruise Control.
The nag is fairly frequent. I think it's not unique to this car. Other systems also nag a lot. Make sure you're still attentive. I'm going to give the lane change one more chance. Because I'm about giving chances.
It seemed to be better at the left than the right. And I don't know whether that's because I feel like when you are going into the right lane, you need to do that quickly, because odds are there's a car that's going well above the speed limit in that
Rushing
lane.
up to you.
Yeah, and so you don't want to waste any time. I mean, you guys can see we're doing 110. I know it's a bit under with GPS, but 110. In Australia, on this road, you will attract road rage if you are sitting at the speed limit in the far right lane. Can I think
it's fair to say that.
that's
Yeah,
fair to
it
say
happens.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Some people think
There's
it's
an
tempting.
expectation for the cars that are in the far right lane that you should be doing above the speed limit. Otherwise, you have no right to be in that lane.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to go on the right lane again. All right. Redemption. Okay, so that worked reasonably well.
Again, and I think it's because we're sticking to these two lanes. I wouldn't be comfortable doing it from this lane to that far right lane.
The good thing about auto lane change, though, it shuts off the indicator when you complete the lane change. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. I'll keep driving on this highway, and then we'll sign off later on.
Yeah. So did it cut off because there was a car like screaming up behind you? Is that why it suddenly decided I can't do this?
Maybe. It must have been.
That is a conversation for another day, isn't it? Who is that lane for?
Yes.
Is it reserved for cars that need to go over the speed limit?
No, everyone should be going 110. Speed limit is the speed limit in Australia. Alright, so we're just seeing a bit of traffic on the way back to the drop-off point, and just interestingly, you might have remembered at the start of the video we talked about the energy consumption in the all-wheel drive variant. Check out the rear-wheel drive variant, 700 kilometers, not a bad sample size, and it's telling us 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, so far more efficient in the rear-wheel drive compared to dual motor, and even for the trip that we did today.
Yep.
Since last charge, 16, so pretty good.
Yeah. And I mean, current trip is basically there and back. Is it, or just the one that we just did?
Just our trip now.
Just our trip.
Yeah, from the Hunter Valley back here.
Yeah. And that makes sense. That I think if we were from the Hunter Valley going up, that's 16. So if you were just driving normally, that's why it's even less than that. Yeah.
I mean, this is a nice indicator. So last charge, so it's basically a return trip. So there and back, 16. That's pretty good. That's what Deepal's known for, actually. The efficiency of the S07 is quite good as well. It's around 16s. So good thing that this is also just as efficient.
Yep.
Some B-roll. Alrighty, well, in the setting sun, it is time to sign off. So thanks again to Inchcape Australia for hosting Joy and myself today on this media launch of the Deepal E07 Multitruck, they're calling it. I like to call it S-Ute V. I know it's a bit harder to pronounce, but S-Ute V I think says a lot more about this vehicle. Joy, what do you think?
I want to give out to a shout out to the sound system, because I think it's a great sound system. Definitely what I call grade A, like a solid grade A sound system. So
I agree.
yeah.
I'd give it an 8.5. It's pretty good. 8.5 out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so look, I hope you don't mind. We try to give a very honest appraisal of the vehicle, not just treat it like an ad, basically. So the good things about it, not so good things about it. We try to give you, really honest, transparent impressions of the car.
And to be fair, it was being tested on like you know, like not the kind of roads most people will be driving on every day. So they're probably rougher roads than you would be doing. So I don't think you would have to worry about like the ride comfort or the drive quality at all. Like if this was going to be your daily either car for work or for business,
exactly.
whatever it might be.
I mean, they gave us the roads to drive on, so we're going to stress test it, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna say what we thought it felt like on those roads, on the prescribed route that we were asked to drive.
What more can you ask for? And we definitely tested the air suspension, because that's a unique feature to this car. So
I think, and with the lane keeping and all that, I actually think it would do. I think it would actually do really well on just your kind of standard double lane highway, the kinds that we have here between our cities, where everyone's pretty much always in the left lane, and then if you need to overtake like a big truck or something in front of you, that's when I think the indicate to the right, it'll just shift over, and then when you've passed the truck, indicate left, and you'll just go nicely back into the left. I think I can foresee that would actually work super well on a road trip.
I'm glad the indicators go off actually after your lane change.
Yeah.
And honestly on the motorway, the suspension definitely firmed up. It's quite a comfortable ride.
In fact,
on the motorway.
we've still got it on air suspension. You probably didn't even realise.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
On the motorway,
See,
it makes no difference.
I changed it. So it's really only on that kind of like crazy twisty turny roads that
which hopefully you want it to go on too often.
Yeah.
Except unless you're a media contingent like us. But yeah, I guess look, what we'll do is we'll sign off, but we will probably get a long-term loan like we do with all our cars, and then we'll talk more about the price and more about the use case, I think, in those kind of videos. But today was just to give you a bit of a teaser, a bit of a taste of what this car is like. So yeah, I think we'll sign off there unless you've got any final thoughts.
No, I think the back part is just cool. There's no other car that looks like this in terms of a covered, that rear area. That's pretty awesome.
It's very unique, isn't it? Yeah. Look, leave in the comments if you can think of any other use cases for this vehicle that we've not touched on already, but otherwise...
Yeah, we hinged on what? Instruments?
Yep.
Specialist equipment?
Catering?
And catering.
Yep.
They're the three. I'm sure you guys can come up with heaps more.
Where you need to have a contred climate for the load, right? Not just a covered load. So I think that's quite a good situation for those.
Like decorations maybe, if you're like, if you do like weddings and things like that, and you need to keep all that sort of stuff looking fresh and beautiful.
Yep, that's it. Wedding cake. All right, well, that's it from Joy and myself in the Deepal E07 from Sydney, Australia. Until next time on Ludicrous Feed, it's happy charging.